Started the recording, so you may see a little box jump up on your screen. You'll want to say OK or click it or something, get it out of the way. And then I'm going to mute everyone. And then also spotlight my screen so that I should be the big screen for you. So we begin not standing up. Scoot to the front edge of your chair and note how in your chair you can work on all of the fundamentals. You've got central upright, a central pillar. That central pillar tends to get broken over time in this direction. People's heads drop forward, the pelvis spills back, the upper back rounds. And so then this is the quote unquote old body, right? Is because gravity and also the way the body is shaped, it tends to go this way. So we want to combat that. We want to tip our pelvis forward, lift the chest up, draw the chin slightly down, lengthen through the top of the head, keep the back of the neck spacious and open. So this is our meditation posture. It's also the same general posture when we stand up. To help with everything, let's breathe. In through the nose, long, smooth, and full. Hold the breath full. Feel your body expand like a balloon. Exhale out the mouth, all the way empty. Hold your breath empty. Then inhale. Hold, hold. Exhale. Hold, empty. We're going to do this a few more times. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Three more. Focus on the sensation of the range of motion of your body when you breathe. So when you take an inhale, feel how the rib cage expands, the belly expands, the back expands. Let it open you. And then let it soften and melt and settle and close. And again. So we have to have that primary range of motion of being alive, right? So in my work with folks, I notice as we age, the tendency for our breath to get really small, and then the breathing apparatus, the breathing chest, the breathing chassis tends to just get more stuck and then more stuck, and the breath keeps shrinking and more stuck. So just the primary effort that you want to make is make room, expand, open, and then soften and melt. That's just primary being alive mechanism, action, right? Now we add on top of that, slide your hands back, your elbows back, your shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up, arch the back, look up, and then slide your hands forward past your knees, hollow your chest, drop your head, round your back. And then slide your hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back. Do this with the inhale. Arch, hold the breath, hold. And then with the exhale, go the other way. Slide your hands forward, hollow the chest back, drop your head all the way down. When it's time to inhale, go again. Hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up, arch the back. All exhale, round. One more. Sit up to that middle position. We call that neutral, where we're just sitting stable, upright, and aligned. Now the rotation, slide your left hand forward past your knee, right hand and elbow pull back, turn your shoulders to the right, turn your head. Make your way back to neutral. So you turn back to neutral, hands are even on your thighs, body's in the middle. Then you go the other way. So right hand forward, left hand and elbow back, turn. Then we come back to neutral. Now let's add the breath. Inhale in neutral. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, twist left. Two more each way. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Center, twist. One more each side. Back to center. Hang your arms loose. Now the third movement in this set, shift your weight to your right buttock and side bend. And then back to middle. Let your left buttock go down. Neutral. So get to neutral, then go the other way. Teeter-totter and bend to your left. Back to center. We add to this, go to the right, and as you go to the right, lift your left wrist. Just float it up in front and a little bit up past the shoulder so that you can lean just a little more. And then with this hand, your low hand, reach like there's something just out of reach you're trying to touch. And then we come back to neutral. Shift the weight to the left, lean to the left, float the right wrist up and reach the left hand down. And then we switch. Neutral. Switch. You might even add lifting this left foot. Middle. Lean, lifting the right. Middle. One more each way. And we're back to center. Now, shoulder blades. The first thing they do is they shrug up and they slide down. We're going to do that a couple of times just to get the basics of the shoulder blades. Elevating, shrugging up, sliding down. Shrugging up, sliding down. Now the second movement, retract. Squeeze the shoulder blades together like you're cracking a walnut between them. Relax the shoulder blades, they go to neutral, and then spread the shoulder blades apart. When you spread them apart, the chest should do this. There should be a hollow, concave space because the shoulder blades came around to the front. And then relax, and again, squeeze them towards each other. Squeeze, relax. Spread them apart, relax. So that's called retraction and protraction. Now, from the protracted state, lift up. While they're lifted, squeeze them back. While they're back, slide them down. Neutral, relax. Doing it again. forward, up, back, down, neutral. Again, forward and up, and back, down. One more. Now we reverse that. Back and up, forward and down. Neutral. Back, up, forward, down. Neutral. Two more. One. And release. Now bring your feet together, knees together. Tip forward at your hips a little bit. Float your arms forward and touch the backs of your hands together. Go out. Keep going out and around as you tip your hips back and circle in close to the body. Neutral. Forward. Bring the backs of the hands together. Sweep out. Back and around and in. Neutral. One more time. So this first one, we're keeping the hands low in space. Second variation, forward and up. And then open. Turn your palms forward, slide down. Neutral. Again, forward, backs of hands touch, lift. Big open. Turn the palms forward, slide the arms down just a little behind you. Neutral. One more time. Forward and up. Open. Neutral. And then finally the full range. Forward, up. Keep the hands together as high up as you can. All the way up. And then go open. Palms face forward, down. Neutral. Forward and up. All the way up. Open. Down. Neutral. Last one. So now we did the 3 levels in one direction. Let's do them in the other direction. So start by going back, out, then tip forward, bring the hands around in front, in, and neutral. Back, out, tip forward, come around to the front, in, neutral. Back, out, around, in, neutral. Now we go back, out, up to chest level, and then forward, down, neutral. Back, out, up, over top, forward, down, neutral. So fluid movement, working on fluid, graceful, Tai Chi, Taoist, Qigong, liquid, hydraulic, however you want to think about it. The idea is we've got this ability to be smooth. Let's go out, up, and keep going uppity up over the top. And then out in front, down. And notice that I'm tipping forward at my hips. So my body is involved with the movement. It's not just the arms. Tipped a little bit back. Tipped a little bit forward, right? So there's movement happening at the hips. Back. And neutral. Step your feet wider than hip distance. Bend your elbows. Elbows flare out and up. And then down. Twice more. Down, out, up. Down, around, and in. Down, out, up. Down, around, and in. Elbows straight back behind you. Back, down, forward. This might be as far as some of you can go. Others might be able to go here, here, here. Eventually you can get here, where your hands are down your back, your elbows are up. Forward, down, back. Down, forward, up. Forward, down, back. Down, forward, up. One more. And then down. Third movement in this little set, elbows out to the side, left hand high, right hand low. Cross. And then wrap around your body and try to crawl your hands around. Get as far around as you can. And then elbows straight out to the sides. Sides. And then other hand high, other hand low. Cross. Bear hug. Elbows out to the sides. Switch. Cross. Breath. Out to the side. Cross. Breath. Out to the sides. Now, elbows down. Arms in front. Palms facing up. Turn palms down, up. Down, up. This is your forearms. This portion of your body doing what's called pronation and supination. Notice when I turn my palms down, my arm doesn't go out. So I don't move from the shoulder. It's just in this section. So find that clean movement. And then palms up, out to the side. So how we accomplish this, that's movement from here. Right? External rotation, and then neutral. And then the same from here, elbows go out and around, hollowing this space, and this folded, hollow, closed front, and then elbows in, hands out. This is called unfolding and opening. Neutral, and then elbows out and around, that's closing and folding. Opening, unfolding. Closing and folding. One more, opening, unfolding. Stay here. Now step wide apart, wide stance. Left hand up, over the top, down. And then left hand up, over the top, down. Right hand up, over the top, down. Up, over the top, down. Left hand. Right. And both up, over, down, release. Cross, lift up, open, down to the sides, and then up, over, cross, down between your legs, release. Make sure you completely release them. And then across and lift, open to the side. One more. And legs to neutral, arms to neutral. Stay right there for a moment. Now the hands and wrists. Hands and wrists. So fold over top, over, circle through, point forward, turn your palms up. Over, circle through, point forward, palms up. Repeat. Flow. And reverse. Under, over. Turn palms down. Under, over. Turn palms down. Circle. Circle. Palms face forward. Spread. Gather. Spread. Gather. Spread. Gather. Now, spread, claw to a fist. Open. Claw to a fist. Open. Claw to a fist. There's a strengthening component to this ability to lengthen all the way through the tissue of the hands, the bones of the hands. Now, bird beak, thumb touch pinky, other three fingers also. So that's the bird beak. Bend the wrist. Release and bend back. Touch the five fingers together, bend down. Release, bend back. Five fingers and down. Release, down, release. Now, hang the hands, and like there's liquid on your hands and you're trying to shake it off, ragdoll, loose. Scoot back on your chair so you're very stable, and let's do a little bit with the legs. Lift your right knee up, flex the foot, and use your hands for this first one just to draw in and see how loaded your leg could get. And then releasing the leg, push, and then reload it. And again, use the hands to help it get there. And then set down. Other side, load, push away, reload, down. So continue to use the hands if it helps you. Over time, you want to be able to get it fully loaded just with your brain. Push, load, down. Switch, load, push, load, down. Load, push, load, down. Load, push, down. Now, the foot and ankle, a very sophisticated mechanism. Straighten your right leg. Now, first movement, point, flex, point and flex. Second movement, tilt the foot in, out, in, out, in, out. Third movement, circle, in, point, out, flex, circle. Reverse circle. Switch legs. Left leg extend. Point, flex. Point, flex. Second movement, tilt the foot in, out. Inversion, eversion. In, out. In. Circle. In, point, reverse, circle. And scoot your bottom forward to the front edge of your chair once more. Step your feet wider apart than hip distance. Then lift the balls of your feet off the ground. The heels are still touching. Turning on the heels, turn your toes and your knees in. That's internal rotation in the hip. And then lift your toes, turn the toes and knees out. That's external rotation at the hip joint. Lift the toes. Internal rotation. Lift the toes. External rotation. Internal. External. Neutral. Now lift the heels a little bit. Heels come in, knees go out, external rotation. Then lift the heels a little, the heels go out, the knees fall in, that's internal rotation. Heels in, knees out. Heels out, knees in. Heels in, knees out. Heels out, knees in. And neutral. Now we're back to neutral. Forward fold, hip hinge, bowing forward. Go as far forward as you can. Open up your lower back, stretching the sacrum, tailbone area, the buttocks. And then sit up straight. And then from sitting up straight, lean a little bit back. Just a little bit back. And then sit up straight and fold forward. Sit up straight, tip back. Now, hang your arms loosely. So notice when you're sitting up straight, your arms hang straight along your torso. What should happen when you fold forward is if your arms are loose, they keep hanging straight, but now they're hanging in a different relationship to your torso. Sit up straight, the arms should find their way to hanging alongside you. And the same thing here, as you tip back, your arms hang again. The arms stay hanging down, loose. Again, fold. Now let's use this to stand up. Loose, relaxed shoulders. Slide your feet back a little bit. The primary direction is down. The body weight is currently going down through the chair. We need it to go down through the feet. The feet are in front of the chair. So that's why to stand up, we need to fold and go forward enough so that the weight gets out of the chair and now is down through the feet. Once it's down through the feet, then we can stand all the way up, but the weight stays down. We don't need to tighten our arms and shoulders. Relax, have very loose arms. Loose and relaxed shoulders. Now, notice the movement I just did here. I hip hinged. The arms are dangling. I have not bent my knees. So if you're holding your arms like this, please notice it. Drop your arms. Let your arms hang. Drop your arms there, Susan. Yeah, drop them. Tendency is we grab. We want to just be loose. Vertical. Hip hinge. So when you hip hinge, arms are dangling. Now, folding deeper at the hips, sink down, down, down. You can reach your hand back, say, okay, where's my chair? Make sure it's there. And then keep folding and find your butt on your chair, and then commit to the chair completely. Standing up again, remember up is really about down, and to get down we have to go forward. And then down, come up. Loose arms, loose shoulders, hip hinge, and then fold the body to get your butt near the chair, and then commit to the chair. Twice more, forward. Hip hinge, fold. Now, don't sit in your chair, but do the exact same mechanism movement. Hip hinge, fold. Don't sit in your chair. Hinge low. You might even touch the chair with your butt, but instead use this to touch your shins, your ankles, your toes, the floor, and then push through the earth and come back up nice and tall. All the way tall. Again, hip hinge, sink the buttocks, and then come back up. Stand. Just this simple folding of the parts and this standing tall. All right, now stay standing. Let's do some Tai Chi. You keep your chair behind you. You don't have to change anything. I changed because I have limited space with the camera and everything. You don't. I would like you to have a chair behind you in case you need to sit down. Okay. So now, from the standing position, knees soft, right? So let's do the wrong thing for a moment. Lock your knees and squeeze your arms into your body. So this is kind of what people are doing a lot of the time to try to be stable. They're locking and squeezing. What we want to do is not that. We want to soften the knees, soften the arms and shoulders so the arms are hanging loose like fettuccine noodles, cooked, right? So soft, relaxed, buoyant, movable body. So once again, lock your knees, squeeze at the armpits and shoulders, and then relax and soften. Let there be that little bendability in the knees. Now with this same soft quality, rising hands. So as if you're painting the wall in front of you with with the back of your hand. So this floating up, and then this fluid change of shape, and then as if you're painting with the front tips of your fingers down, all the way down and behind you a little. On the way up, again, it's the back of the hand. Paint. Look how folded my wrists are. And then at the top, there's this little fluid change, kind of like a piece of sea kelp in the ocean, right? That change, and now you come down and behind you. And Karen, remember to really pay attention to your fingers, right? So be in this shape a lot, but then make sure you pay attention all the way so you don't stop here. You get to there, that, through the fingers, right? And then holding that shape, ideally without tension, but it requires some effort at first. Get it. And then soft, the top chain. Now scoop the hands in front, out. Settle the shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the heels of hands, the palms, the fingers are the last thing to come down all the way. And then on the way out, we round and hollow and lift. And then settle the shoulder blades, arms, elbows, forearms, heels of hands, palms. And again. Wings. Now turn your palms up. So that's roll. You roll your arms, palms up, and then elbows fold. Hands fall right into that space. Down. Release. Wing. Roll. Fold. Down. All the way down. Release. Wing, roll, fold. Once more. Complementary movement. Backs of hands touch. Bring them up close to your body. Turn your palms so they face forward. And then go out over top, out to the side, all the way out to the wing position. Fully extend your wings. Out.
Sorry.
Sweep down. And internally rotate, backs of hands touch, come up. Turn the palms so they face forward and go out over top and out, fully extended wing. Down. Backs of hands face. Eventually, this is just one fluid motion. Sort of like a fountaining gesture. Now, putting all three of those together, wings, turn your right palm up, fold at the elbow as you do, crane wing the left hand under, so you've got this big ball. Now, like two magnets attracting, then repelling. Now the right hand is going to go out over top, the left hand crane wing, and then roll fold left hand over top, right hand underneath, two magnets attract, repel, left hand out over top, right hand wing, roll fold underneath. It's called embracing the moon. The challenge is timing, arriving here, arriving here, arriving here, and here, all simultaneously. Normally, one limb is winning the race to the destination, and we want to time it so it all happens together. That's when the brain starts to get really involved. So Susan, notice how your left hand went to sleep there? It just stayed like that. So that's common, right? That's common amongst Tai Chi practice, is that like there, your right hand went to sleep, right? So you paid attention to the left and the right hand didn't move. And so the training is over time, you're able to keep both limbs in your mind while they're doing opposite things. And then the whole body has challenges for that in Tai Chi. Both arms down. Scoop and bring the hands up. Turn the palms over. Down. Up. Down. All the way down. Scoop. Up. Down. Scoop. Elbows pull back. Turn your hands over. Push. Don't stop here. Keep going. Full extension. Wrap around the back and draw. Turn the hands. Push. Full extend, full extend. Scoop around behind. Draw. All the way back. Push. Draw. Push. Now turn just your left hand ready to push. Push. Full extend, it turns your body from your middle pivot. So you push one arm forward and then keep your other hand ready up here. Then turn left hand to face the body, right hand turns ready to push. One push, one draw. Simultaneously, if you can, change the hand orientation. Make sure the left hand is ready to push. then you've earned the right to go to the next portion, which is the push and draw. So you don't push and draw until you've changed the orientation of your hands. Right hand has to turn. Right hand has to turn ready to push. Left hand is extended. Push and draw. So your right hand has to be palm forward. There you go. And then they change. So just when you get comfortable with one, then they change again. So Susan, notice how you're doing the right hand, but you're forgetting the left. So turn the left. There you go. Good. Push and draw. And just when you get comfortable with that, we change again. You got to go turn the hands over, both of them. Right hand as well. And then you're ready to go. Let's do that twice more. Eventually it's fluid. You just turn and go. And reorient. And then both hands back, both hands down, relax. From your middle pivot that was just turning, we also shift the weight to the right leg and shift the weight to the left leg. Notice when I shift to my legs, something is moving, but what I'm not doing is leaning. No leaning Tower of Pisa here. I'm not leaning and leaning. So I'm keeping a vertical quality and something's moving. So it's really here in the groin area, the pelvis and legs. I'm changing to this leg and changing to this leg. Now as you change to your right leg, turn. Stay turned to your right as you shift to the left leg and then turn. Stay turned to the left as you shift to the right leg and then turn. Shift to the left leg and turn. Now drop your bear paws. Your arms drop. This is called the bear washing its paws in the stream. So notice how I'm hanging my arms long. So there's no bend in my elbow. They're just down. The arms are neither bent nor locked. They're in this other state, kind of like an octopus tentacle. Shift and turn. Shift and turn. So this is the bear washing its paws in the stream. Shift, turn. Now here, focus on going, 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 going. But notice I didn't lift, right? So it's long, and then shift, turn, sweeping through, going, 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 going. So I'm still in this leg, turned this way, reach, shift and turn. Shift and turn. Now, stay in your left leg, lift your left arm up. Your right hand stays down. Shift to the right leg, turn. It's called the bear swats the jumping fish. Now, this high hand, your left hand goes down as the right arm floats up. Notice how high my right arm is there? Yeah, there you go. Good. And then shift. So notice the first thing I'm doing is changing from this leg to this leg. Then I'm turning from my body rather than my arms by themselves. Body. And then at the end, you float those arms through. Now the arms change. Right hand down, left arm up. Now we're going, make sure you get your left arm up. Shift. Turn, brush, swap. Left hand down, right arm up. Shift, turn. So there's some physical challenge to Tai Chi, but so much of it is in the brain. That is why it's so good for us aging humans, because it directly challenges the neural network, the brain, nervous system, body network. And that's what gets us into trouble as we're aging and we lose balance and we stumble and other issues, is that the brain-body map has become blurry. Now, stay in your right leg. Left hand down, right arm, wing, roll, fold. Now we're going shift, turn, brush, push, full extend, full extend, full extend. Then the right hand comes down, left arm, wing, roll, fold. Now we're ready to go that way. Shift, turn, brush knee, and push. Left hand coming down, right arm, wing, roll, fold. Now we're ready. Shift and turn, brush, push. Left arm, wing, right arm, sinks, roll, fold, and shift, turn, brush, push. Left arm down, right arm, wing, roll, fold. Shift, turn, brush, push. And now stay here with your body weight in your right leg. Bring your left foot back a little bit, turn the toes out, and then shift your weight into that left leg and sit. So this is a key piece here that we're sitting. You see this bowed-like quality to my leg. I'm not locked and I'm not stuck out like that. So a little bit of a precise relationship to the ground. Left hand comes down, bend that right elbow, point up, and take your right foot and just touch the floor in front of you. The golden rooster stands on one leg. Now you could, as a home practice, spend 2 minutes on each leg, alternating to really build, to get into the burn, right? We're not going to do the burn today. We're going to do the transitioning. So bring the right foot back, heels touch a little bit, and then shift. So now all the weight goes through your right leg. And remember, we're not locked and we're not sticking the butt back. So it's this specific sort of sitting quality. Right hand down, bend left elbow, put left toes out in front. Now transition, bring that left foot back, heels touching, toes turned out. Shift the weight as you shift, hands change, and touch the toe. Bring that right foot back, heels touching, toes turned out. Shift. Change. Bring that left foot back. Shift and change. Now I want to add just a little bit of extra brain challenge here. So the hands, as you bring your right foot back, turn your right palm forward, left palm in. And then as you shift, the hands just change position. As you bring your left foot back, turn your left palm forward, right palm in, shift, and they change. So if that's too much, just go back to the first variation where it's step, shift, and change, right? So at first, it's just basic coordination, and then it can get more sophisticated. Step back, change, and step, change. Now both hands down, wash your paws again. That first movement, shift and turn, shift and turn, shift and turn. Now stay in your left leg. Your right hand floats up. This is a cloud in the sky. This hand is down in the lake. We shift, turn, cloud, lake. And just when you got comfortable with this position, we got to change it. So now what was low goes high, what was high goes low. So bring your left arm up, your right hand down. Then we shift and turn, cloud, lake. And then just when you got comfortable, they change again. And then we shift, turn, cloud, lake. And then they change again. Shift, turn. Keep your left hand high. Keep your left hand high, right hand low. Susan, switch your arms for me. Yeah. So they stay in this relationship all the way across. Get too confused. It's not as hard as it appears, especially if you slow down the mind and slow down the movement, right? And then they stay in this relationship all the way across. This one is high, this one is low. Make sure the left hand comes along for the ride. Yeah. And then they change. And then we go shift, turn. So it's simpler. That's the good news about Tai Chi. It's less than what you think it is, but it's very precise, and that's where the difficulty lies. So notice I changed, change, and then shift and turn. Good. And then they change. Good. Shift and turn. It's called the bear plays with clouds, or the hands play with clouds. Kind of a beautiful concept. Nice. And so this yields, especially over time, it yields smoothness, ease, breaks through our stasis, our stagnation. Now, both hands down and release, release, settle. Now we're going to do the Tai Chi push here. So put all your weight into your left leg. Turn your right foot out 5 degrees, just a little turn out. Shift your weight into your right leg. Now step this left foot forward a little bit and a little bit out to the side. So it's both forward and out. And now shift more weight into your front leg and then more weight into your back leg. So just do that a few times where you're shifting and shift. Okay, so I turn sideways so you can see that my body is being moved forwards and backwards, but notice I'm not leaning forward. So I'm just really sitting in my body and then just shifting down through one leg, down through another, down, down. Now switching the leg setup. So bring this front foot back, change your weight into that leg. This one now empty, step it both forward and to the right a little bit. And now shift into the right leg. Shift and shift. In general, you want to go 70% with 30% left here. And then you go 100% and 0. 70, 30. 100, 0. 70, 30. 100. Now bring your right foot back, heels touch, change your weight into your right leg, step forward and to the side again, this little step. Bring your hands up, elbows pulled back, turn your palms forward, shift into that front leg, push, full extend of the arms, turn the hands around, shift back and draw back. Shift and push. Turn the hands around, shift, draw. Shift and pull. Full extension, shift and draw. Again, shift and pull. Draw. One more. Now switch, keep your hands up here ready, bring the left foot back, shift into the left leg, step the right foot forward and slightly to the right, and then shift 70% and push. Turn the hands around, shift back, draw. Shift and push. Draw. Push. One more set on each side. Step back, change, step, push, drop. Two more on this side, push, drop. Drop. So again, we switch. All the weight's in this back leg. You bring your front foot back, change weight into this leg so that this one's free to step, and then we push, drop, push, drop, push. And step both feet parallel, relax the arms down. And our last movement is this closing gesture that helps to pump the chi through the body in the perfect way. So we lean back just a teeny bit, open and lift the arms. Right, so lift to here. Then tip into your toes just a little bit. So we lean a little forward, sweep around in front, palms face up. Right? And then rock a little bit back and bring in. Hands settle to the belly. And then remember how we were doing that squat earlier. So the hips go back a little. And then sit the buttocks. And as you sit your buttocks, release your arms to hang completely. Push through the earth and stand back up. That was one. We'll do three. So two more. Rock a little back, open and lift. Rock a little forward, sweep around out in front. Rock back, bringing in. Settle to the middle of your feet, hands to the belly. And then that squat where it's hips back, sit the buttocks, release your arms loose. Push through the earth and stand. Let's do that one more time. Eventually, again, this one has great flow. Feels just like the ocean. But at first, we have to learn the basic mechanics of things, and then we can find the flow within. Sitting the buttocks, releasing the arm. And then lastly, we wing, roll, fold, settle to the belly. Seal the practice. 1, 2. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Great job. If there are any questions or insights or thoughts, feel free to unmute. Quick announcement. I believe it's next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday is our beginning in-person Tai Chi class. So we'll be doing that at the, let me see here real quick, the Lutheran Church. You guys should be seeing it in your newsletter. But anyway, the important thing is it's Saturday at 1:30. Here we go. So let me see. The Lutheran Church on 1658 Excelsior Ave in Oakland. St. Paul Lutheran Church in Oakland. So that'll be 1:30s on Saturdays in person. We'll see what group we get, but the idea there is that we'll do a little next level stuff. That's the idea, but of course we'll do what's appropriate for the people.
Great.
Any questions?
I'm excited.
Yeah, good.
Do you, excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you ever introduce higher level in this class?
Well, that's what we're doing when I'm adding.
No, I mean together. In this Zoom class.
Zoom class.
Yeah, that's what we're doing as we go. But there's certain things we can't do on Zoom, or Zoom has its limitations. Let's say, you know what
Oh,
I mean?
yes,
In terms of, I can't safely gauge where everyone's at, and therefore we can't do across the room exercises. Whereas when we have a big room, we can uh, start at one end and move down the room doing some walking exercise, Tai Chi stuff. And so that's why the Monday class, the Friday class is trying to get the fundamentals for people to be able to keep themselves safe. Because again, especially with the older population and you add Parkinson's to that, there's just a big safety issue with higher level challenging stuff, right? The moment I ask you to do this and then to this, it has the potential to cause some discombobulation. So when it's on Zoom, I can only, you're about this big, you're actually this big in Zoom. I can't see you. I can't get to it. So I would say we are doing upper level things here, but there's a certain thing we can't do until we get a group going in person. Does that make sense?
yes.
Good. Anything else?
I guess, is there any chance that some people would want to carpool? I don't know how far away this is from